The skyline of downtown Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, shining bright, home of the 2025 Division II Women's Basketball Championship. In the pulse of this historic city, Cooper Fieldhouse, Duquesne University, the semifinals, game number 1, the 7 seed, Union University taking on the 3 seed, Cal State Dominguez Hills. We started with 8 on Monday. We are down to 4. Now Grand Valley State and Pittsburgh State will play in semifinal game number 2 coming up at roughly 8:30 tonight. And hello again, everyone. Leah Secondo and Kelly Burke. And Kelly, as we get set for this one, it's going to be a big defensive battle tonight. Maybe tough to put some points on the board.
No doubt. Lady Bulldogs and Toros, two of the best in Division II at turning you over. More than 25 giveaways per game. So you're going to see a lot of full court pressure and transition opportunities tonight.
Part of that full court pressure is going to start up top with a great freshman double-double in the quarterfinal victory in Christina Jones.
Jones, her teammates say she's a special talent, elite defensively, very physical inside. She does a great job rim running the floor, has a high motor. She sets the tone at the top of this Toros press, and she was 2 steals away from a triple-double in that quarterfinal win on Monday night.
On the flip side, a Union team that's extremely deep. We may see 12 players tonight, led by Macy Lee, 16 points in the semis.
Lee's just playing at a different level right now. That senior urgency is kicked in. She brings the versatility to be able to stretch the floor from 3. She can take you off the dribble. She can finish on the post. She gets to the free throw line at a high clip, and she's coming off 16 points and 6 boards in that quarterfinal win.
We're about set to go with our tip. Cal State Dominguez Hills enjoying not only the women in the Final Four, but the men will play in the Final Four tomorrow night. So first things first for the Toros and their fans, who will come out of the huddle in the white jerseys. Union, the Lady Bulldogs, really sharp red uniforms, trimmed in black and white. And we are just about set here to get underway. It'll be Macy Lee jumping against Asia Jordan. And with that, the Toros win the tip. First possession. Teams came out early today with their shoot-arounds. Dominguez Hills was very loose. We'll see if that helps them tonight. And a turnover.
Loud and loose. They were dancing around at shoot-around, waiting for it to start. And then you've got Union, who is just a very composed, intentional, focused squad.
Starters for Union tonight, led up front by Anusin, and we'll be talking a lot about Jazzy. She's very vocal.
She's the energy player on this on this Lady Bulldog squad.
Senior guard came over out of San Diego, California, inbounding the ball right here. Union coming off of a game against Bentley in the quarters. It was pretty close for 3 quarters, and their bench depth really wore down the Falcons. Up and under by Jazzy, can't get it to fall. Second chance opportunity.
Second chance opportunity is going to be a key factor in this game because the Toros are phenomenal at hitting the offensive glass. So Union coach Mark Campbell really made that a point of emphasis for his squad. We got to hit the glass hard.
Full court pressure. Out of the box by the Lady Bulldogs. Nella Williams looking for some help. Easily breaks that press. Nicely done. Up to Jones, who pulls up. And a charge called. Christina Jones, the freshman guard on the Long Beach.
Just a smart play by the senior Macy Lee. 1-on-1. Macy Lee just beats Christina Jones, the freshman, to the spot. That's a senior on a freshman. And Jones has to just make sure she's aware there. Body control and make sure she pulls up in that situation.
Turnover. Let's see if they can make it hurt. Oh, great recovery by Macy Lee. Looking to kick it up the floor, and super job and hustle breaking up the play was Williams at the opposite end. Good job with the junior.
Yeah, this is what's going to be the chess match in this game. Is you've got the athleticism and speed of Cal State Dominguez Hills, who likes to turn you over on the press, against Union, who's got some bigger bodies, something that the Toros said they haven't seen this year.
Callens outlets it. And with that, the Toros just going to try to settle things in. Check that, Lewis. Nice job in waiting and anticipating, and it will be Alexis Callen with the foul underneath, as Union getting ready to do what they do best, get fresh legs into the game.
It's like a hockey line change coming in from this Lady Bulldog squad. 5 out, 5 in. Kaya Pearson with a great backdoor cut for the Toros on that weak side.
The 6-time Gulf South Conference Coach of the Year in his 26th season, Mark Campbell. Pleasure to be around him and all the coaches this week. Inducted into the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame in 2025. Kaya Pearson making it look easy.
Pearson's considered the unsung hero on this Toro squad. She's got those long arms. She just does all the little things that make this Cal State Dominguez Hills team go.
Nice job, good tip, Williams is there. A lot of pressure here in the backcourt. They break the press, and over comes Jones on the trail. Getting it done is Lucas. Do we count it? Yes, we do. Wow.
Emily Jones doing a great job on the follow-through, despite the fact she knew that contact was going to hit her arm from Nala Williams. Just a great job keeping her composure and focus on that basket. A chance now at the 4-point play here early in the first.
A 4-3 lead for the Toros. Things starting to settle down just a little bit, just when you think.
And the Toros are just going to have to make sure they do such a good job speeding you up as your opponent defensively, but they need to make sure they're not speeding their own selves up on the offensive end. I've had a couple of turnovers here that could be avoided.
4th turnover for the Toros. Good ball movement by Union. That second chance opportunity twice now.
I like the aggressiveness I'm seeing right now from the Lady Bulldogs on the board.
John Bonner in his 9th year as the head coach. His team won 29 straight to start this season. It was quite a tear that they had, kind of set the tempo, coming off of the victory to get to this game against Coker, where his team led for about a good 39 minutes. 82-66 to move on in the first round. Look for some help. Here's Williams. She's got some room. Goes to the outlet to the outside. Benoit kicks it back the opposite way. Good recovery by the Lady Bulldogs. Williams can't hold on, and with that, Lucas with the steal.
And it's really been unforced turnovers right now that is hurting Cal State Dominguez Hills.
Great job. Super ball movement. Emily Jones capping that play. The senior from Jackson, Tennessee.
Also, the three-point shooting at Union has been an issue, and that's a big point of emphasis as a key for the Toros. You have to run Union off the three-point line. Leads Division II in three-point field goal attempts. Averages over 11 makes per game.
Kaya Pearson's going to pick up that foul. She will take a break as well. But guess what? For the Toros, the new 5, the refreshed 5, come in on the line change.
Hey, you didn't know we were playing hockey, right?
Cal State Dominguez Hills knew this coming in. They practiced, talked about it ad nauseum this morning.
They said we've weaponized conditioning to be able to contend with the depth that Union has.
Patience, Lady Bulldogs. Williams doing a nice job denying that pass. Good ball movement once again. Macy Lee pulls up, and a foul called. It'll be a charge going the opposite way on the senior from Jackson, Tennessee.
And a nice job by the Toros. Nala Williams sliding in there, knows the contact is coming, and sacrifices her body.
A lot of good pressure. They got 10 to get it over. Barely do. Williams, Tegan Thurman, who's been phenomenal throughout this championship, gets pushed off just slightly.
Really great move, though, on the step through, and that's a post look that the Toros will take all night.
And Houston tries to run it to the opposite side, denied there by Benoit.
Newsom does such a good job at keeping that ball moving, getting it reversed. This Union team plays with such tempo on the offensive end.
Jazzy telling us as she inbounds this basketball yesterday that she wants to go into broadcasting and took an opportunity. She said, you know, I've never been away from California, and it was just the right fit once I met this team to be a part of it.
Said she'd never seen snow, had never even been to the South when she came on the recruiting trip. Another three-pointer, though, from Union.
Olivia Lee, the sophomore, contributing this time, and Thurman, does she save it? She thought she did. Right in front of us, still holding her foot there.
But already 3 triples in this game. Union off to a fast start from the three-point line. All 9 points coming up from distance as they have grabbed a 5-point lead on the Toros here in the first.
College sports fans, get ready for game day with the officially licensed merchandise from the NCAA official online shop. Shop NCAAsports.com. Get the whole family geared up with the best collection of apparel and accessories, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, headgear, championship gear, and more. Visit the NCAA shop for today's special offer and rep your favorite team now. Only at shopNCAAsports.com.
As a business owner, I've got a lot on my plate. That's why I use ZipRecruiter to hire. ZipRecruiter has this feature called Zip Intro. I chose the time, and it did all of the work of finding and scheduling the candidates for me. I just picked my top choices and talked to great people the very next day. The plan was to hire 2 people, but the candidate quality was so good, I wound up hiring 4 in a week.
Zip Intro. Post jobs today, talk to qualified candidates tomorrow. Try it free only at ZipRecruiter.com/TV.
I know it take more, so I don't care about what others do. No one causing trouble when I'm drafted to the W. I've been working hard, they act like they don't see 10-hour day. No, I got the juice with NIL, I'm sipping Pyrex. It take more, it take 4 when you soar to your core. I got ore on the court, from the port, past the torch, yeah. They know I'm the sickest, now they gotta turn their doses up. I know how it feel to wear that ring and throw that trophy up. It take more, it take more, it take 4, it take more.
Campbell's Lady Bulldogs on a 19-game win streak right now, Kelly, and a great run and putting some points along with playing with that defense.
And it's a system that Coach Campbell just switched to 2 years ago. Took some inspiration from Jim Crutchfield at Nova Southeastern, Kim Caldwell, who was at Glenville State, now at Tennessee. And, of course, Tennessee in the Sweet 16, but leading Division I in three-point attempts. That's exactly what you're seeing in this Union system. Second in D2 in attempts, leading this level at three-point makes, 11.8 per game.
This is the 13th time that Campbell in his 26 years has taken his teams to a national semifinal. Done it in D2.
Got to get the ball up. Going to be a 10-second violation.
Real quick, good push, a lot of patience. Thurman trying to go up hard.
Union's done a good job of keeping it to one and done on the Toros end of the floor.
Charge is going to be called, will go the opposite way.
And trying to outlet this ball. It's a good positioning there on the defensive end by the Toros. Leah Goldsmith.
Nala Williams, the pulse of this Toros squad. Really keeps everyone really light. Jones with a sweet spin move for the freshman from Long Beach.
And Jones is so bouncy, too. She's so decisive in that post area. She goes right up with it and able to elevate over Jazia Newsom, a much shorter defender.
The CCAA Freshman of the Year. 9-6 game. Courtney Zenza trying to push it inside, try to force it too much to Macy Lee, and Thurman was there. Williams hesitates, pulls up. And Newsom racing through and doing a nice job. Did she run into that to get that, or was it just by luck?
You bet she ran into that. She's a smart player, so she knew exactly what she was doing. She's got that quick driving ability and just went straight at Goldsmith, especially last trip down the floor. Goldsmith was able to draw that charge.
Needs some help getting it in here is Lucas. Finally does, as Montgomery comes back for the basketball. As we approach 3 minutes to go here already in this first quarter of play. Good pickup there defensively by Lewis as Thurman creates the turnover.
Thurman's come in and done some really nice things on the defensive end of the floor. That's twice now that she's been able to turn over the Lady Bulldogs.
A short rest for NUSN. Each team with 6 turnovers. But he's just trying to settle in. Chance to play for a national championship and some help needed. Good baseball pass. Thurman's all alone. Unfortunately, on the play, Jones did not see her. Team converts anyways. And nice job on the follow with Asia Jordan.
Asia Jordan's going to have a big night tonight on the offensive end. She can be that secondary force inside.
Little fake by Emily Jones and the kick back out. Shiley Morrison gets the basketball back on the 3-line. Looking for that cutter. Nicely done. What a finish by Shiley Morrison. Had 15 against Bentley and trying to work on that number tonight from the inside.
Morrison, this is what stresses you so much on this Union offense. The backdoor cuts, the off-ball cuts. You have to have your head on a swivel as a defender at all times.
Game in favor of the Lady Bulldogs. Good hands to break up the play. Shot clock at 7 on the release by Tegan Thurman. And Thurman knocking down the three.
Thurman is the one big on the Toro squad. You have to get out and contest at that 3 spot because she can pick and pop with a lot of efficiency.
Thurman came off the bench at 23 versus Coker, was solid with her shooting and defensive prowess. It's a 1-point game. Good movement of the basketball and breaking that press. Nicely on the finish is Christina Jones.
And that's where the Toros have an advantage right now in this game. They're routinely beating Union down the court in transition, but just haven't been able to finish a lot of looks inside. This Union offense, though, if you look at the way they space you out, they draw you as a defender, especially the post defenders, out of the paint. It leaves a lot of open floor in the middle of the basket area, and that's what makes this so hard to defend defensively.
Up and over the top. 1:15 to go. Think everybody's got the jitters out yet?
No, we're still seeing a lot of sloppiness. These two teams badly want to be in that championship game Friday night.
Thurman leading the pack once again. Jump stop and waits and bites. Back-to-back hoops for Tegan Thurman.
Toros are starting to figure out that full court pressure, how to beat it these last couple of possessions.
7-0 run here by the Toros late in this first. Great job and a super job in the response. There is Emily Jones.
Jones having herself a night so far, already 8 points in this game.
Off of the rebound on the floor. Foul will be on Jones. Two-possession game still. Williams trying to find some space on the kick-over. 3 attempt is off. And then Houston climbing up like a big 6-footer. Tip ball back the opposite way.
Now Williams gets in so many passing lanes defensively.
12 seconds. Shot clock is off. One more chance for a heave.
Gotta go up with it.
And a charge.
And Milan Tuttle just needed to dump off there to Christina Jones because that was clearly going to be an offensive foul.
A wild running first quarter of flurry of action. Back and forth we went. A 3-point lead right now in favor of the Toros from Dominguez Hills.
The NCAA, driving change to do more for today's student athletes. The NCAA programs deliver $4 billion in scholarships every year. Those D1 scholarships are now guaranteed. Health and well-being services are mandatory. Student athletes get tutoring as well as financial literacy coaching because almost everyone is going pro in something other than sports. The NCAA, driving change to do more for today's student athletes.
As a business owner, I've got a lot on my plate. That's why I use ZipRecruiter to hire. ZipRecruiter has this feature called Zip Intro. I chose the time and it did all of the work of finding and scheduling the candidates for me. I just picked my top choices and talked to great people the very next day. The plan was to hire 2 people, but the candidate quality was so good, I wound up hiring 4 in a week.
Zip Intro. Post jobs today, talk to qualified candidates tomorrow. Try it free only at ZipRecruiter.com/TV.
I know it take more, so I don't care about what others do. No one causing trouble when I'm drafted to the W. I've been working hard, they act like they don't see 10-hour day. No, I got the juice with NIL, I'm sipping Pirate. It take more, it take four when you soar to your core. I got ore on the court, from the port, past the torch, yeah. They know I'm the sickest, now they gotta turn their dosage up. I know how I feel to wear that ring and throw that trophy up. It take more, it take four, it take more.
The West Region champion Lady Toros out of Cal State Dominguez Hills on an 8-game win streak right now. Have won 35 games on the season. Not only did they win their regular season and tournament title, they ran through all at home. What a great opportunity. The regionals to get to the Elite Eight.
And this Toro's strength, besides the defensive end of the floor, you look at the offensive rebound numbers, those are unheard of in college basketball. The other night they had 23 offensive rebounds in that quarterfinal win. So that was the chief concern of Union coach Mark Campbell, is we need to box out and make sure we keep them off the offensive glass.
And you see that note there in that Coker game. And add to that 52 points in the paint, mostly because of those 23 points off of those second chance opportunities in that ball game.
And right now, Cal State Dominguez Hills is doing a great job. 10 points off of 9 Union turnovers. And remember, Union is the top team in the country with turnover margin, so they don't turn the ball over a lot.
No, plus 11 in that department. Got to get somebody to help. Super defense. Okay, Pearson being able to come up with it, yells out a scream. The senior from Oakland, California, one of the unsung heroes. 10th turnover of the game, Kelly.
Yeah, Pearson just great on ball pressure. Coming up with a big job there, just making sure she got that pass.
Little threaded pass there from Jordan Jones to complete the play. Cal looked for some help, cuts it off to the outside. Olivia Lee's shot is off. One and done. Good rebounding. Williams trying to get into the middle of the floor. I don't know where Jones is going, but Christina Jones is playing defense, and you look up, and she's standing there, almost like filing her nails, ready to receive that basketball. She's just camping out.
She's got track speed down the floor. She's one of the best rim runners I've ever seen, and what's scary is she's only a freshman.
Right. Pearson somehow threads it over to Jordan. Second chance opportunity, and cleaning up on the glass is Jones for the Toros.
What's so difficult about the Toros on the offensive board is you don't just have Christina Jones, you've got Asia Jordan mixing it up in there. Both are really physical players, so you might need 2 people to box them out.
Solid run here by the Toros over the last 3:30, a 13-2 run. They have not been phased at all about the 5-in, 5-out for the Lady Bulldogs. Just kind of going with the flow. And Houston with a nice pass somehow to Jones. And over the back, Olivia Lee just a little bit too aggressive on that play.
It was a great initial save, though, by Newson after deflecting that ball out. From the floor, watch this. Oh boy. Got hit in the face by your own teammate.
What are you doing? Thurman with the fake. Nice recovery, certainly there by Macy Lee.
Good patience there by Tegan Thurman, not getting sped up, going to the pivot foot.
Looking for that cutter, super anticipation by Pearson. Kaya Pearson, number 33 for the Toros, has been an unsung hero for this team.
She's a local leader. You know, we were at shoot-around and practice the last couple of days. She's out there talking all the time to her teammates, getting everybody in the right places.
Jones picking up the foul. Trying to be a little bit too aggressive. Pearson, a CCAA honorable mention. Also a journalism and communications major. Jazzy denied by Lewis. The kick back out. And Macy Lee traveled.
Union just needs to settle back down. They were able to hit some shots early in the first quarter and just getting sped up a little bit right now by this Toros defense.
Jordan's got room to go. Thurman ran the floor nicely, and Tegan rewarded at the opposite end of the court. CCAA second teamer converting on the play. Emily Jones picking up her second foul on the play.
This is where the depth is really going to come in for this Union squad, is with players like Emily Jones getting into foul trouble. Jones off to a great start in this game at 8 early points, but luckily you're just rotating a cast of characters in that there's basically no drop-off on this Union bench.
Right, so Shiley Morrison comes in for her. Shiley had 15 against Bentley, 5 threes for counting for her points. So yes, no drop off.
It's any player on this Union team that can shoot the 3-ball basically too.
Williams turns around a little hard off the glass. Morrison now with the kick over to Jazzy. Number 1 in D2 in assist to turnover ratio. 3.16. Blocking foul called on Devin Lewis.
Kaya Pearson just she's basically baiting Jazzy and Newson into, hey, go through me, but just did not have her feet quite set. So the blocking foul called. And so the Toros maintaining an 11-point advantage here in Pittsburgh. First of 2 semifinals tonight.
Back for another flounder fish sandwich?
And a shrimp tackle box.
Let us do the fishing while y'all enjoy seafood that you'll love. Get them before they're gone.
Wow, I just posted my job, and ZipRecruiter is on it. It finds active, qualified candidates with the exact skills I'm looking for. I can't believe how I used to do it before.
Carl, none of these candidates are qualified. Wrong skills, wrong experience. I don't know where to put this person. This guy was a cat influencer.
Now, I'm getting people who are the best fit for my roles.
ZipRecruiter, rated the #1 hiring site. Try it free at ZipRecruiter.com/TV.
Whatever you want to make it. With the standard hybrid new 2025 Ford Maverick.
There's losing, and then there's being the loser.
Game time comes with enough pressure. Way too often, people are betting on sports, losing, and taking it out on the athletes. Only a loser would harass college athletes after losing a bet. But it happens almost every day. Root for your team. Get crazy when the buzzer sounds. But don't harass anyone because you lost a bet. It's time we draw the line and put an end to the abuse. Brought to you by the NCAA.
I know it take more, so I don't care about what others do. No one causing trouble when I'm drafted to the W. I've been working hard, they act like they don't see 10-hour day. No, I got the juice with NIL, I'm sipping Pirate. It take more, it take four when you soar to your core. I got ore on the court, from the port, past the torch, yeah. They know I'm the sickest, now they gotta turn their dosage up. I know how I feel to wear that ring and throw that trophy up. It take more. It take more. It take four. It take more.
Welcome back to semifinal game number 1. The Toros of Cal State Dominguez Hills out in front right now by 11. They struggled a little bit early. Kelly finding their groove. Jitters maybe, but now have this game in double digits here in the second quarter.
They weren't doing a great job early, was Cal State Dominguez Hills guarding the three-point line, but since then has held Union to 0 of 4 from distance.
Morrison. You can hear the crowd yelling. And Houston on the fly with an important bucket.
Newsom just has such a good feel for the game, understands late shot clock situations, knew she had to go right up with it on that run.
How about that first field goal for Union in almost 4 minutes of play. A little force inside. Williams.
A lot of red jerseys all around her.
Yeah. Benoit calling the play there as she'll camp out on the baseline. Trying to get that ball back into Williams' hands and what she has meant to this team. Solid Division II Player of the Year. With that high release. And just one of the reasons why she was also the CCAA
Union has to make sure that they are not losing Nala Williams at the three-point line. She shoots 40% from distance. You have to get out and contest it out on her at that three-point line.
Career numbers are staggering for this player who has averaged 28 minutes thus far in her career. And keep in mind, she's only a junior. Lets it go again. Good look. She's in the groove.
She's giving her way too much space to get up that shot. She already has a hard enough shot to block because she shoots with such a high trajectory.
Largest lead of the game for the Toros. And despite the bucket and more pressure. Williams trying to go inside.
Yeah. You get the ball in. Union is doing a great job, though, defensively, crowding the paint. A lot of those inside looks have come off of putbacks.
And Houston with the dump off over the Dillard, knocks it down. And Bethany, number 3 in the nation, with a 45.2 mark.
Bethany Dillard is a silent assassin from 3. She has such a quick release. You basically have to face guard her out there.
No response, a true response at the opposite end by Asia Jordan, cutting that one quickly as she got off the floor. Both teams shooting very well right now. Williams has been one. Tegan Thurman is out on the wing.
Nice look, though. That was a good look.
And Houston. Dillard hits the deck hard.
Dillard has to be one of the focal points for you defensively when she comes into the basketball game. And not just at the three-point line, because now she has the ability to attack off the bounce because she's seen so much defensive attention at that three-point line this year.
A second-team Gulf South Conference player and also a nursing major said she hasn't been able to thank her professors enough for having the understanding to help her through the difficulties of the nursing piece and the nursing program, as well as being able to get to practices and different things.
Oh, it's tough because clinicals are the hours that she is putting in, just true definition of a student athlete.
Gonna take a little bit of a breather. 10-point game with 4:31 to go here in this second quarter. Three ball is slightly off. One and done. Emily Jones was calling it, and Houston with the dump off. And Thurman with the board. Nice outlet.
First, just get down the court so quickly in transition.
Here's Thurman going through. Wasn't phased at all. There were three players draping her.
Tegan Thurman's a matchup problem because you have to respect her from the three-point line. You got to go out and contest, and then she's able to pump fake and drive around you. Help defense comes over, but just able to split three defenders there in the lane.
Won the sixth-man award in the 2022-23 season.
What an addition, though, that she has been to this Cal State Dominguez Hills squad.
Working on her master's in negotiation conflict.
Wants to open her own chiropractic business. And it was actually Nala Williams that was key in recruiting her. They played together in the Real Run League, which is a college summer basketball league out in California. And so they were very acquainted with each other's games. And Nala said, Coach, we got to go get Thurman to be on our team this year.
Ball back into Callan's hands. Get it back up top, excuse me, to Jones. Pulls up into an open space. Runs short. Lewis looking up court. She is just as solid with that assist to turnover ratio. Thurman with her back. Bodies up.
That's tough because she had four defenders all around her, but Tegan Thurman, very decisive, goes quick to that footwork, and she's able to create a little bit of separation, has great length, can elevate over defenders.
Tegan Thurman averages 9.7 points per game. She already has 12. Approaching 3 minutes to go here in this second quarter. Game number one of the semifinals.
Thurman's such an unselfish player, too. She has come off the bench basically her entire career, and she said, look, it's a role I've accepted, and I don't mind doing it because I'm going to come and I'm going to try and impact the game in whatever way I can.
Big outlet over to Jones. Kicked, but good recovery by Lewis.
It feels like if Union can get in a little bit of more offensive flow here this last 2.5 minutes, you could close some of this ground on the Toros, because you look out and Cal State Dominguez Hills, some of the players look a little bit winded right now because the pace has been so quick.
Good setup by Jones, just needed that extra second. Unfortunately, can't get it to fall. Lewis with the rebound. Toros taking a lot of time to try to set this one up. Edgar can't get it to fall. Kylie's mid-range shot is usually pretty solid for her. Under 2 minutes to go now. May have gotten away with a couple steps there is Anusin. And Lee grabs another one.
Basically just needed to go off the backboard there. She had a big size advantage with the mismatch.
They have Devin Lewis for 4 boards. Feels like a lot more. Jordan inside the line there would have been 2.
Union's doing a good job, though, of forcing Cal State Dominguez Hills into being a jump shooting team right now. Not a lot is coming easy inside.
That's a knockdown. Give an assist there to Anusin.
Bethany Dillard, one of the best shooters Coach Campbell has ever seen, and that is exactly why, because she basically, it's automatic from that three-point line.
Dillard has scored the last 7 points. Little runner. And we'll go the opposite way. And Houston with the big ball up front. Jones swings it, swung it so hard, knocked the sign down.
Knocked on the NCAA banner. But that's where this Toros press, it speeds you up because Union actually had the advantage, had a 2-on-1 situation, but just got a little bit greedy trying to skip that ball over and too hot to handle in the corner.
That is the 14th turnover for Union.
Very uncharacteristic.
Totally, they average 15 a game. So plenty of time here to set up something. Alan Williams is calm, cool, and collective here. Gets her own rebound, grabs it. Two really good opportunities for Williams to end the quarter. Impressive start by the Toros after struggling a little bit to find their rhythm. And the hustle and the team effort enforcing again. 14 turnovers thus far, and Coach John Bonner joining us right now. And Coach, team looks like they're settled in. Team looks like they're settled in after, you know, a little bit of jitters. Some of your thoughts on the way that they've controlled the tempo?
You know what? It was big for us to try to stay on top of the three-point shooting. They started the game off with 3 straight threes, and it kind of went against everything that we planned. But I think once we buckled down defensively, then we relaxed on the offensive end. Our offense always dictates from the results that we get from our defense. So we want to just make sure we're sure in that area.
Coach, how did you really start to take advantage of them pressing you? You were beating them back in transition, and you got a lot of easy points inside off of it.
Well, I mean, we're a pressing team as well, and we play against that every day. And so it's just a matter of us catching the ball in the right spots and then being aggressive against it. I think they backed off a little bit in that second quarter. So we'll see how they come out and play in the second half and decide what we're going to do from there.
Coach Bonner, team's waiting for you. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
The Toros of Cal State Dominguez Hills with a 36-25 lead at the half. The winner goes on for the big prize. 2 more quarters to go. We have much more ahead for you tonight here from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Stay with us.
Back for another flounder fish sandwich?
And a shrimp tackle box. Let us do the fishing while y'all enjoy seafood that you'll love. Get them before they're gone.
What are we doing today, Coach?
So, today we're going to work on our checking on...
Sorry, I heard checking.
A bit of a misunderstanding.
I meant checking on how we can help save our customers money on their car insurance.
And whether they need car, home, boat, or pet coverage.
Precisely. Now, let's go again. Susan?
Always wanted to do that.
My turn.
Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
Best day of training so far.
How's your elbow?
It's killing me.
As a business owner, I've got a lot on my plate. That's why I use ZipRecruiter to hire. ZipRecruiter has this feature called Zip Intro. I chose the time, and it did all of the work of finding and scheduling the candidates for me. I just picked my top choices and talked to great people the very next day. The plan was to hire 2 people, but the candidate quality was so good, I wound up hiring 4 in a week.
Zip Intro. Post jobs today, talk to qualified candidates tomorrow. Try it free only at ZipRecruiter.com/TV.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions, with exclusive access and highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com, the home of college sports.
I know it take more, so I don't care about what others do. No one causing trouble when I'm drafted to the W. I've been working hard, they act like they don't see 10-hour days. No, I got the juice with NIL, I'm sipping Pyrex. It take more, it take 4 when you soar to your core. I got ore on the court, from the port, past the torch, yeah. They know I'm the sickest, now they gotta turn their doses up. I know how I feel to wear that ring and throw that trophy up. It take more, it take 4, it take more.
Welcome back to halftime. Cal State Dominguez Hills here in semifinal game number 1, leading Union University out of Tennessee 36-25. Coming up at game number 2, it will feature Grand Valley State and Pittsburgh State. And joining us right now, the head coach of Grand Valley State, 5-time Coach of the Year, WBCA Coach of the Year in Division II, and Mike Williams. Congratulations on that honor as well, Coach. And some of your thoughts on the first 2 quarters of this game.
Man, it was a fun game to watch. Both teams, up-tempo basketball, you know, some quick shots. I thought defense was really good. The tempo was really good. You know, Dominguez really, they don't want to give you a 3, they don't want to give you a layup to kind of make you operate that mid-range, and I think that gave Union some trouble early, and I think they've kind of figured it out, but man, that was a very fun first half to watch.
Coach, as Leah and I have gotten to know you over the last couple of days, one thing that's really impressed us is your program, 4 straight 30-plus win seasons. The only other program in any division in women's basketball to do that is South Carolina. What's been key to maintaining that level of consistency?
You know, I think that's the word, consistency, and I think we kind of set that as one of our pillars when we started. We just wanted to recruit good players and keep them in our program, try to keep them happy, not get them in the transfer portal, not try to recruit over the top of players, but let them keep developing, you know, not being a quick fix program. And I think the style of play, you know, we really invest in doing the little things, playing for each other. You know, we've kind of taken points as being on the back burner. We look a lot at the plus-minus. Our players really buy into the plus-minus in the game and see, we've got players that don't score a point and are leading plus-minus person. So I think that does keep your team consistent. And, again, we have a good school. We got a great staff. Phil Sayre's been with me for 10 years. He was here 2 years before I got here, and Amanda Parker, and and we got good kids.
Yeah, and Coach Phil today was named the WBCA Assistant of the Year.
Yes, and very well deserved. If people knew the amount of work he did for our program, they would certainly understand why. And you guys, you watch our practice here. You're around our program a little bit the last couple of days, and he does an awful lot.
Coach, all-time numbers garnered yesterday with that 36th win. What has helped you been able to maintain, especially in the landscape that we are now in college athletics, especially how difficult it is at D2?
Yeah, I think it's identifying the athletes that are going to fit your style of playing your program, and you think that will stay there. I think that's really big, and that's what I think we've been able to do that. When in the recruiting process. I don't know. I think you're consistent when your program wins and you're at a good school. I think you continue to keep that level play up.
Coach, previewing the next game, your game, you've got 2 of the top 3 offenses in Division II going head-to-head. You also have a really great defense. So what are you expecting to see in this matchup coming up?
Well, I think you're going to see 2 teams that will be aggressive offensively and going to put some pressure on both defenses. We hope we can do that. But, I think both offenses are pretty efficient. We maybe aren't our pace maybe isn't as crazy up and down as maybe this game is sometimes, but I think offenses are efficient. I think both offenses take good shots. I think they move the ball well. You look at the assist-to-turnover ratio of both teams; it's really good. I think both teams rebound the ball real well on the offensive end, and I think spacing's good, and I think you have players that can score, and I think that really helps.
Coach Williams, thanks so much for joining us, especially on a night like this when the focus is so important to get to that big prize. We appreciate your time.
Thank you very much. You guys do a great job. Awesome.
Thank you. Mike Williams, the head coach of Grand Valley State, coming up in game number 2, roughly at about 8:30 tonight. We'll be back with much more for you after these messages. Stay with us.
You got the tickets?
Vivid Seats has legit tickets for legit fans. From concerts to sports and everything in between. Vivid Seats makes scoring great deals on great seats. Fast, easy, and reliable. When it's something you can't miss, Vivid Seats doesn't miss. With the only ticket company in the game that rewards you for buying. Vivid Seats, official ticketing partner of ESPN.
Back for another flounder fish sandwich?
And a shrimp tackle box. Let us do the fishing while y'all enjoy our seafood that you'll love. Get them before they're gone.
Wow, I just posed my job, and ZipRecruiter is on it. It finds active, qualified candidates with the exact skills I'm looking for. I can't believe how I used to do it before.
Carl, none of these candidates are qualified. Wrong skills, wrong experience. I don't know where to put this person. That was a cat influencer.
Now, I'm getting people who are the best fit for my roles.
ZipRecruiter, rated the #1 hiring site. Try it free at ZipRecruiter.com/TV.
Whatever you want to make it. With the standard hybrid new 2025 Ford Maverick.
I know it take more, so I don't care about what others do. No one causing trouble when I'm drafted to the W. I've been working hard, they act like they don't see 10-hour day. No, I got the juice with NIL, I'm sipping Pirate. It take more, it take 4 when you soar to your court. I got ore on the court, from the port, past the torch, yeah. They know I'm the sickest, now they gotta turn their dosage up. I know how I feel to wear that ring and throw that trophy up. It take more, it take more, it take 4, it take more.
All right, trainees, let's say Glenn is a customer.
I'm a customer in this scenario.
What do we do?
Protect what's important to him.
And how do we do this?
We help with car, home,
Both.
RV coverage.
Great, apply coverages. Because you never know what life is going to surprise you with at 90 miles per hour.
Did Coach say 90?
Push him out there.
You've got this, Glenn.
Am I gonna feel this? I felt that.
Is he okay?
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
Oh, he's moving.
Put in the work. Break a record. Break another one. Break into fashion. Break into, that looks fun. Break into a whole new tax bracket. Realize no one ever taught you how to manage all that success. Let Intuit's real-world tools teach you how to be as good at money
as you are anything else.
Committed to bringing financial literacy to 50 million students by 2030. Intuit, your way to money.
Welcome back. Now Williams getting it done offensively and defensively. The D2 Player of the Year leading the charge right now for Cal State Dominguez Hills here at the half.
Back for another flounder fish sandwich?
And a shrimp tackle box. Let us do the fishing while y'all enjoy our seafood that you'll love. Get them before they're gone.
What are we doing today, Coach?
So, today, we're going to work on our checking on...
Sorry, I heard checking.
A bit of a misunderstanding.
I meant checking on how we can help save our customers money on their car insurance.
And whether they need car, home, boat, or pet coverage.
Precisely. Now, let's go again. Susan?
Always wanted to do that.
My turn.
Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
Best day of training so far.
How's your elbow?
It's killing me.
Wow, I just posed my job, and ZipRecruiter is on it. It finds active, qualified candidates with the exact skills I'm looking for. I can't believe how I used to do it before.
Carl, none of these candidates are qualified. Wrong skills, wrong experience. I don't know where to put this person. This guy was a cat influencer.
Now, I'm getting people who are the best fit for my roles.
ZipRecruiter, rated the #1 hiring site. Try it free at ZipRecruiter.com/TV.
Whatever you want to make it. With the standard hybrid new 2025 Ford Maverick.
I know it take more, so I don't care about what others do. No one causing trouble when I'm drafted to the W. I've been working hard, they act like they don't see 10-hour days. No, I got the juice with NIL, I'm sipping Pirate. It take more, it take four when you soar to your court. I got ore on the court, from the port, past the torch, yeah. They know I'm the sickest, now they gotta turn their dosage up. I know how I feel to wear that ring and throw that trophy up. It take more, it take four, it take more.
Welcome back to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We're at the half. And before we can start the third quarter, we had an opportunity moments ago to speak with Mark Campbell. Coach, thanks very much for taking the time to join us. Sure. Finding that rhythm with your team right now, especially with the influx of players coming in and out. Where's the coordination? Where's the consistency come from to get back on track?
Yeah, they did a really good job attacking full court pressure. We gave up a lot of easy baskets. So we got out of the press a little bit. I thought we did a better job handling things in the half court, keeping them off the offensive glass. We passed up a lot of threes, which we normally don't do. We looked tentative and hesitant. Credit to them. They came out and were really aggressive. We have to do a better job of that in the second half.
All righty, Coach. Thanks very much.
Thanks.
Take a look at the stats Kelly, from the first 2 quarters of play, two things stand out that are really amazing. I guess that turnover ratio, but the number of points in the paint.
Yeah, 24 points, and a lot of that, again, because Coach, when we talked to Coach Bonner heading into the half, he talked about beating the full court pressure, getting a lot of easy points in the paint in transition. That's where 24 points is such a high number. But Union just has to settle in here in the second half, stop turning the ball over, and then capitalize on the 3-point looks they're getting, not be so hesitant.
Cal State Dominguez Hills came out a little flustered, 4 turnovers quickly. It seemed like they caught themselves, took a deep breath, kind of got themselves together. Coach Campbell on the flip side, trying to work some players in as he normally does and just get that flow and rhythm back. Shot clock down to 9 here. Trying to finish on the play is Callan. Her shot's off, quick outlet. Here come the Toros. Jones trying to go coast to coast with Asia Jordan on the wing as well. And very fortunate to be able to retain possession of the basketball. Williams thought she saw something for a second. Goes inside, and a nice finish on the play. They have a really solid chemistry with between her and Jordan on the floor.
Yeah, they've been playing together a long time, and then Jordan does such a nice job of elevating over her defender. Had Jazia Newsom switched on to her, just took advantage of the mismatch and went high off the window.
Foul called on the floor as Olivia Lee hit the deck very hard. Asia Jordan's second foul. Jordan was the MVP of the CCAA tourney. Pretty authoritative board there. Up to Williams. Looking for that trail. Oh, the extra pass made. Nicely done on the finish to Christina Jones.
That's the unselfishness that Asia Jordan brings in this ballgame. Could have taken that look by herself, but dumped off for an even better wide open look for Christina Jones.
Nice cut and very patient on the play was Alexis Callens. Just a little woman's blocking foul called. And the strength coming through right there. And showing of Asia Jordan.
Jordan is just such a physical, strong post player on that block. Williams and her have a deep chemistry, expecting that basketball. And then again, she just does such a good job with her body control and being able, hang time, get that ball up against a pretty good post defender in Macy Lee.
Jordan with one, she's a 4-time CCAA first teamer. And a 2-time West Region, back-to-back 2-time West Region MOP. Converting on the play. Largest lead of the game for the Toros. Thurman's pumped up.
And it's the ball pressure that has given Union a lot of issues in this game. Even in the half court, just that up in your face, in your grill ball pressure from this Cal State Dominguez Hills team.
Williams, Thurman. She looked at her for a second and said, you know what, I think I got the separation here.
No, Williams sometimes has to remind herself to look for her own shot. She is the Division II Player of the Year.
Very unselfish. And Houston can't finish. Williams up court. Great job in running. Is Christina Jones and rewarded on the play.
Jones may be the best player of these 4 teams left at rim running in transition. She basically beats everybody down the floor.
Cal State, Dominguez Hill is now 5 for 5 in this third quarter of play.
Well, you look at the first half numbers, 12 assists on 15 made field goals. Just very unselfish basketball. And those assist numbers are really elevated too because they get so many points in transition.
And it was funny, Coach Bonner was looking over thinking about subbing Joelle Benoit. And she said, no, I'm okay. And they really do. For all the activity that we've seen substitution-wise and the depth of this Union squad, they do not look gassed at all. Nice job on the second chance opportunity is Olivia Lee.
Olivia Lee's, her contributions on the offensive end are going to be really important in the second half. And Union's had some success here, finding some openings in the driving lanes to start this third quarter.
Olivia Lee has been a big-time scorer for this Lady Bulldog team with 26 games in double figures this year.
She's one of the hometown heroes of this Union squad, her and her sister Macy.
Nice feed inside and partially tipped there, trying to recognize that mismatch with Morrison on the floor.
And you just feel like if Union can get some defensive stops here in this quarter, they're not out of this game by any means because they are such a good three-point shooting team.
Thurman tries to go up hard with it. Shot clock violation. Tegan says, what about the foul? You're not going to get it when you scoop up that way.
Tegan Thurman, I love the way she works the official. She's always over there talking to him, like wanting an explanation why she didn't get the call.
Would that be part of the negotiation conflict?
Yes, absolutely. It served her well.
And the hot potato just a little bit too hot to handle there for Emily Jones.
And those are some of the unforced turnovers that can't happen for Union. That's a catchable ball, and in a game like this where every possession matters in the second half, you have to be able to go and catch that ball with 2 hands.
Toros being very patient, and they can be with this lead. Not trying to get away from anything that they're doing on the court. See who they picked up on the foul. They set foul on the floor.
It's like Emily Jones.
Emily Jones picking it up on the tie up there with Nala Williams. That's Jones's third.
That's tough because Nala Williams, she's so good at crashing the offensive glass, will just squeak by you if you don't put a body on her immediately.
Williams trying to work off Thurman. Nice job. Tegan's got plenty of time. A little bit hard off that iron. Here comes Jones. Good recovery by the Toros. And right into Thurman's hands.
Just great defense. Emily Jones had nowhere to go because the trap had come.
Tegan Thurman's going to pick up that call. Thurman trying to be a little bit too aggressive. Devin Lewis saying, I was right here, was right here.
Coach Bonner saying, use your head, Tegan Thurman. Great move by Jazzy and Newsom, sacrificing her body against a much bigger player to draw the offensive foul. And coach is just imploring her, jump stop there, pull up, jump stop. You don't have to force it.
The pitch to the outside. Zensen's shot is off. Courtney's been another player that has been able to lift this team at different times. 13 for Union, and a solid shooter from the free throw line as well. An area tonight that's kind of escaped both teams a little bit and trying to get some free minutes with the clock stop and get to the free throw line. Williams tries to save it. Does not. Let's see if the Lady Bulldogs try to push it here. Good job in recovery and getting back was Jordan. Lee gets her own rebound. Wow. Super step, leaving a free motion to the hoop. Frozen in time were the Toros.
Jazzy Anusin, that quick first step. She had a little bit of a mismatch with Christina Jones on her and just taking advantage of her speed. Straight line pass to the basket.
Williams from deep. O'Board turns into two. And who's a part of it? Asia Jordan.
Jordan is just doing work right now on the glass, both ends of the floor. Asia Jordan, one of the senior leaders of this Toros basketball team, already 13 points, 7 in this quarter, and she's doing it with plays like this. The offensive putback hustle. Asia Jordan has the Dominguez Hills out to a big lead.
Back for another flounder fish sandwich?
And a shrimp tackle box.
Let us do the fishing while y'all enjoy seafood that you'll love. Get them before they're gone.
I know it take more, so I don't care about what others do. No one causing trouble when I'm drafted to the W. I've been working hard, they act like they don't see 10-hour days. No, I got the juice with NIL, I'm sipping Pyrex. It take more, it take 4 when you soar to your court. I got ore on the court, from the port, past the torch. Yeah, they know I'm the sickest, now they gotta turn their doses up. I know how it feel to wear that ring and throw that trophy up. It take more, it take 4, it take more.
Wow, I just posted my job, and ZipRecruiter is on it. It finds active, qualified candidates with the exact skills I'm looking for. I can't believe how I used to do it before.
Carl, none of these candidates are qualified. Wrong skills, wrong experience. I don't know where to put this person. This guy was a cat influencer.
Now, I'm getting people who are the best fit for my roles.
ZipRecruiter, rated the #1 hiring site. Try it free at ZipRecruiter.com/TV.
Welcome back to semifinal game #1. Cal State Dominguez Hills with a 50-31 lead right now, Kelly. And balance, can't say enough of it.
Dominguez Hills, this is one of the strengths of this squad. It's the we above me mentality. No player cares who's getting the limelight. It changes pretty much every night, it seems like. 5 all-conference players on this squad for the Toros, and Asia Jordan leading the way tonight, but 4 already in double figures.
Both teams, with the pace of this game, have utilized their bench, even just for a minute. The Toros have gone 11 deep tonight. Union 10 deep. The Toros' largest lead of the game, 21. Thurman trying to find a friend underneath. And that ball is tipped off of Devin Lewis and will go back the other way. Olivia Lee was trying to go baseline, denied there nicely. A lot of perimeter action right now by the Lady Bulldogs. Challenged with the deep ball, taken right away by Nella Williams.
The biggest problem that Union's having is just the recovery by this Toro squad. Even when they are a little bit out of position, their ability to recover in time at that three-point line.
Williams' three ball is off, unable to be handled the rock by Christina Jones. Williams' line right now with 11 points and 4 boards and 5 assists for number 14. A reason why, one of the reasons why she is the D2 Player of the Year with a fantastic demeanor. Now 30 double-figure games on the season.
She just plays with so much joy. We were talking to her about that the other day. I said, how are you so joyful on the court? She goes, I'm just pretty grounded. You know, she does grounding. She's not doing it in Pittsburgh because it's a little cold, but she gets out in the morning, does grounding, she does meditation. Just has a zenness about her.
Lewis, oh goodness! Everyone is okay on the play as Alexis Callan tried to bit the bite.
Yeah, that was scary.
I'm
glad to see Collins is okay. Great hustle by her to get back, try and contest that. I don't think she's expecting the jump stop. She was going up trying to block that shot.
The winner will take the winner of Pittsburgh State and Grand Valley State on Friday night for the national championship.
Union has done a really nice job, though, of limiting the Toros on the offensive glass.
Unselfish pass to Macy Lee to finish that play.
I look for Macy Lee to help lead this offensive unit for Union. She's just played with a great deal of senior urgency here the last handful of games.
And how about Macy Lee, her first 2 points of this game tonight. Lee and her teammates just been really trying to dig themselves out of a hole since the midway point of the first quarter of this game. And Houston is stuffed by Joelle Benoit.
Coach Bonner said that Joelle Benoit, we call her Playoff Joe because she just has those pivotal moments in games where she makes big plays, and this is a big play, big time block there. Jazzy and Newsom trying to get that ball coast to coast in transition, but denied by Benoit.
Newsom with the kick out to Jones, hard off the iron. Williams checking the surroundings. Switches hands, can't get it to fall. Good job in running coast to coast is Jones, and she's fouled on the play by Benoit.
I like what Union is doing right now. They're pushing the tempo in transition, and they have had numbers of these last couple of possessions in transition, beating the Toros at their own game.
Thurman and Tuttle back into the ball game for the Toros. Coach Bonner utilizing with 1:05 to go in this third, the little extra break that his star players will get at the end of the quarter leading into the fourth. Union shooting woes.
They normally are making close to 12 threes per game, which leads all of Division I. Has close to 35 attempts per game, second in the country, but tonight only 5 of 19 from distance, and so sort of not only living but dying by the three a little bit tonight.
Team that averages about 6 threes made per game is Cal State Dominguez Hills, and on the flip side for Union, 11 threes per game. And Houston to the outside, nice cut and a hard drive, baseline by Macy Lee.
I love what Macy Lee is doing right now, off ball. She's asserting herself, making the Toros have to guard her all over the half court.
About a 3-second differential. Shot clock and game clock. Benoit looking over to Coach Bonner for that call. And they'll get to it. Pearson trying to work off Thurman. Releases at the shot clock buzzer.
Couple of stops though here for Union on the defensive end of the floor. So important to try and not going to have enough time to capitalize here at the end of the third, but a little bit of momentum taking it into the fourth.
One more quarter. Does Union have it in them to come back and have an opportunity to play for a national championship? Or will Dominguez Hills make a run to their first ever championship game?
The Wild is closer than you think. But to get there, you might want all-terrain tires, off-road suspension, steel-plated bumpers, and something that says Bronco on it.
Back for another flounder fish sandwich?
And a shrimp tackle box. Let us do the fishing while y'all enjoy seafood that you'll love. Get them before they're gone.
As a business owner, I've got a lot on my plate. That's why I use ZipRecruiter to hire. ZipRecruiter has this feature called Zip Intro. I chose the time, and it did all of the work of finding and scheduling the candidates for me. I just picked my top choices and talked to great people the very next day. The plan was to hire 2 people, but the candidate quality was so good, I wound up hiring 4 in a week.
Zip Intro. Post jobs today, talk to qualified candidates tomorrow. Try it free only at ZipRecruiter.com/TV.
I know it take more, so I don't care about what others do. No one causing trouble when I'm drafted to the W. I've been working hard, they act like they don't see 10-hour day. No, I got the juice with NIL, I'm sipping Pirate. It take more, it take 4 when you soar to your core. I got ore on the court, from the port, past the torch, yeah. They know I'm the sickest, now they gotta turn their dosage up. I know how it feel to wear that ring and throw that trophy up. It take more, it take more, it take 4, it take more.
For Cal State Dominguez Hills right now as we get set to go in the 4th quarter of play. Coming up at 8:30, it'll be Grand Valley State and Pittsburgh State, Kelly, in what has the potential to be a track meet.
2 of the top 3 offenses in Division II. Also 2 of the great bigs. This is going to be an amazing post matchup between Corinna Gerber and Riley Bisball inside.
And we'll see who races to the finish in this one for the opportunity to be their opponent and play for a national championship on Friday night. Morrison with the one-hand scoop, can't get it to fall. They get it into Williams' hands. She's got a lot of space here, a little bit of defensive coverage mixed up there by the Lady Bulldogs.
A little floater by Nala Williams, showing off her offensive prowess.
$15 now for Williams. can't get it to fall.
We're seeing a different level of aggressiveness, though, out of Macy Lee this half. I like the way she's really hunting her shot on and off ball.
Macy Lee had a big game against Bentley with 16 points. She was solid through the conference tournament as well, averaging 30 points in that one.
And Coach Campbell telling us there was a point in February where she had been feeling the pressure a little bit as a senior and was pressing a little bit too much on the offensive end. And he just said, look, I want you to play fearless. You don't have to carry the weight of your shoulders with all of our team. There's 14 other players who can help do that. And she said ever since that conversation, she's just been able to play so much looser.
Keep an eye on Williams. And Houston has the assignment on her right now. The quick dump inside. The shot, turning right into the double team. And not phased one bit was Asia Jordan.
That's why Asia Jordan is so skilled in the post, because the double team comes and she just fades away to create enough separation to get that shot off.
15 for Jordan. The response back, that area of the floor for three balls has been cold for the Lady Bulldogs.
Runs the break the other way.
Tip basketball right back into the hands of Union. In much need of a basket here as the clock approaching 8 minutes to go in this ball game. Lady Bulldogs need to make their move. Was that the move? Emily Jones with the three ball.
Jones had a couple of big three-pointers to start this game, and you just feel like with Union's ability to hit the three-point shot, they're not out of this at all with just under 8 minutes to go.
Turning and unfazing the double team and releasing the shot. And going to the free throw line is Asia Jordan. Third foul called in on Macy Lee.
Jordan's done a really nice job in this game, asserting herself inside. She doesn't care if there's a double team coming, a digger and waiting. Once she gets that ball, she is so strong with it, and she just muscles her way inside.
The senior has averaged 26 minutes over her career a game, 13.5 and 8 boards. Has been a big force.
And the other thing you have to remember if you're a Union, she's a lefty, so you want to force her to go to that right side if you can.
Foul called on the floor. That's the second. Some full court pressure, at least applied here, to try to slow the process up just a little bit. Jazzy saying, not on my watch right now. This is a player who went 10 games this season with no turnovers. That's how sure she is with the basketball, and gutsy move.
And let's not forget, Jackie Newsom, she started her career as a walk-on at Cal Baptist. And by her freshman year, at the end of it, she was starting. Now she's turned herself into the leader of this Union squad. Coach Campbell so high on his point guard, especially the emotional maturity that she's developed this year.
Lewis waiting for Williams to come up top. Kick into the corner, back to Lewis. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Gotta let it go!
Nala Williams has just provided some highlight moments. That pretty release, big-time clutch shots with the shot clock running out.
18 now for Williams. These young ladies believe. They were very, very loose today at practice.
What's so impressive about it is because, again, they're coming from California, so they're playing on Pacific time, their body clocks, but they have made a seamless adjustment to Eastern time, and they've been having the early practices and early shoot-arounds every day.
First game of this Elite 8 on Monday, the very first game, and it was 9 a.m.
But you would never know it based on their energy has been off the charts through this entire tournament.
Yes. Thurman with a good look straight on. Good box out by the Lady Bulldogs. Good adjustment by Diller. Can't get it to fall.
And what's really fun to see is how much pride the Toros take on the defensive end of the floor. It takes a special type of player. Look at this three, though, from Nala Williams. It's contested. It's just better offense from Nala Williams. That high release point, tough to block, and she's just got that clutch gene.
She's going to take a little bit of a breather here. Malia Goldsmith into the game with the basketball. Looking for some help. That ball was tipped. It will stay with the Toros. Tegan Thurman saying, my bad, I should have come back up and helped you here.
The Toros, though, overall have handled the pressure of Union really well. This is a Union team that normally wants to press every possession, and they had to back off that press in the second quarter because the Toros were routinely beating it in transition.
Uh-oh. All alone and making it sting and hurt is Asia Jordan. 17 now for the senior, trying to keep her career alive. And coast to coast, and a foul called. And it will be called on Jordan.
Just a nice job by Jordan, calling for that basketball, letting the blow-by happen, and then finishing on that left side.
Jordan's third. Kisharna Lewis, the the junior, able to convert. Been a big part of the Lady Bulldogs' success as well over the last 3 years. Good spot on the floor to trap. And Goldsmith coming up with the basketball, somehow able to get that ball in the front court.
I like this move, though, to go back to the press. If you're Union, you got to create some turnovers and be able to turn some defense to offense here in the last 5 minutes if you're going to come back.
Good bus out, kept alive, fresh shot clock. Now time is on the side of the Toros. Goldsmith with the opportunity. Can't get it to fall. Big old board. Count it in one.
Asia Jordan is doing it all in this game, especially in the second half. She has been a monster on the offensive glass. Another three-point opportunity as she is tearing up Union on the boards.
The Wild is closer than you think. But to get there, you might want all-terrain tires, off-road suspension, steel-plated bumpers, and something that says Bronco on it.
Back for another flounder fish sandwich?
And a shrimp tackle box. Let us do the fishing while y'all enjoy our seafood that you'll love. Get them before they're gone.
I know it take more, so I don't care about what others do. No one causing trouble when I'm drafted to the W. I've been working hard, they act like they don't see 10-hour days. No, I got the juice with NIL, I'm sipping Pirate. It take more, it take four when you soar to your core. I got ore on the court, from the port, past the torch, yeah. They know I'm the sickest, now they gotta turn their dosage up. I know how it feel to wear that ring and throw that trophy up. It take more, it take four, it take more.
As a business owner, I've got a lot on my plate. That's why I use ZipRecruiter to hire. ZipRecruiter has this feature called Zip Intro. I chose the time and it did all of the work of finding and scheduling the candidates for me. I just picked my top choices and talked to great people the very next day. The plan was to hire 2 people, but the candidate quality was so good, I wound up hiring 4 in a week.
Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow. Try it free only at ZipRecruiter.com/TV.
Welcome back to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, home of the Division II Championship semifinal game number 1. Asia Jordan getting set here, Kelly, for three-point play opportunity, and just the way that the Toros have crashed inside tonight has been the difference.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Union had done a good job in that first half of keeping the Toros off the offensive glass, was actually winning the rebounding battle for a long period of this game, was winning the offensive glass battle. But Asia Jordan has single-handedly just completely elevated the Toros here in the third and fourth quarter. She's on triple-double watch now, 19 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists.
Good tip ball by Lewis. Back in the hands of the Toros as we approach 4 minutes to go. Williams back out on the floor. Goldsmith trying to light it up from 3. Dillard trying to turn the corner and get a shot off. That one missed everything.
Partially blocked, it looks like. Just an uncharacteristic day for Union at the three-point line, just 6 of 22. And you got to credit a lot of that to the adjustment that Cal State Dominguez Hills made at that three-point line. They gave up 3 triples early in this game, but they made that adjustment after the first media timeout and started closing out a lot better.
Williams trying to look up court. Good job in getting it over the timeline. Get a little settled, get it into her sure hands. Oh, goodness, right into Callan's hands. No numbers. Gonna go up against Lewis, and a scramble is on the floor. Jump ball is called. Possession error going the other way.
And that's just kind of the night it's been for Union. Dribbling that ball initially off of her foot when you initially had numbers.
20th turnover of the game. Again, this is a team that averages 15
#1 in the country in turnover margin, plus 11 in that category. So this team normally very sound with the basketball.
Well, and you think about what the Toros have done defensively on this team from Union, a team that averages 83 points per game, third best scoring offense in the country, holding them to 46 points right now.
It's been a masterful defensive effort, really, since that first media timeout on. Initially had given up 9 quick points to Union, but credit the Toros defense for that.
Kaya Pearson's walking down the other end of the floor. And Lonnie Tuttle also with her as well, as they can smile, feeling just a little bit comfortable.
The other thing that's really hard to simulate with this Dominguez Hills defense is the speed of it, the press. Even though Union sees a press every day at practice because they're pressing each other, there's just no way to completely simulate the speed and the tempo that the Toros play with.
2022 Miss Tennessee basketball, converting on the opportunities from the line. Williams going to try to back it out under pressure. Nala was looking for some help. Oh, Tegan Thurman with a big board.
And the offensive glass has been the difference in the fourth quarter for Dominguez Hills.
Tuttle. Oh, nice dish to Thurman to finish the play.
The post players of Dominguez Hills do such a good job of constantly be expecting that basketball on those dump offs and just absolutely unselfish guard play.
Back-to-back double-figure games for Tegan Thurman here, Elite 8 week. And again, Thurman been a big piece off of the bench that was tipped. They're going to have a conversation, and ball will go back to.
And you're going to see a theme in these semi-games, not only this one, but the next one between Grand Valley State and Pittsburgh State. There is so many unselfish players for all 4 of these teams that come off the bench that own their role. They could be starters at other programs, but they want to win.
Got to have that right personality, and it's always difficult to find that player, especially when you're scouting and trying to make up your team. And good tip basketball by Tuttle.
And that was one thing Coach Campbell talked about. He said, look, we don't have any All-Americans on our team, but we have one of the deepest benches in the country.
Lucas back into the basketball game. Emily Jones will come out. Trying to put some pressure on Williams here in the backcourt. Lewis facing the double team. They get it back into Williams' hands. Really stepping up the pressure here right now. The swing. Nicely done. Oh, and it's short. The outlet to Ann Houston.
Nala Williams, though, she just brings a calmness when she's on the court.
Jazzy going coast to coast, can't get it to fall. And that will take us to a timeout on the floor. The Toros of Cal State Dominguez Hills trying to find that path to Friday.
Back for another flounder fish sandwich?
And a shrimp tackle box. Let us do the fishing while y'all enjoy seafood that you'll love. Get them before they're gone.
Wow, I just posted my job, and ZipRecruiter is on it. It finds active, qualified candidates with the exact skills I'm looking for. I can't believe how I used to do it before.
Carl, none of these candidates are qualified. Wrong skills, wrong experience. I don't know where to put this person. That was a cat influencer.
Now, I'm getting people who are the best fit for my roles.
ZipRecruiter, rated the #1 hiring site. Try it free at ZipRecruiter.com/TV.
Whatever you want to make it. With the standard hybrid new 2025 Ford Maverick.
I know it take more, so I don't care about what others do. No one causing trouble when I'm drafted to the W. I've been working hard, they act like they don't see 10-hour days. No, I got the juice with NIL, I'm sipping Pyrex. It take more, it take 4 when you soar to your court. I got ore on the court, from the port, past the torch. Yeah, they know I'm the sickest, now they gotta turn their dosage up. I know how I feel to wear that ring and throw that trophy up. It take more, it take 4, it take more.
What are we doing today, Coach?
So, today, we're going to work on our checking on...
Oh. Sorry, I heard checking.
A bit of a misunderstanding.
I meant checking on how we can help save our customers money on their car insurance.
And whether they need car, home, boat, or pet coverage.
Precisely. Now, let's go again. Susan?
Always wanted to do that.
My turn.
Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
Best day of training so far.
How's your elbow?
It's killing me.
Welcome back. 1:15 to go for the Toros of Cal State Dominguez Hills. Try to hold on here and have that precious opportunity on Friday night. Out of the timeout. Lewis thought about taking it to the bucket. Under a minute to go. Hearts are certainly racing for the Toros and their fans. And Nala Williams feeling it. Nala now with 21.
Williams is like, who, me?
Gets up and down real easy. Thurman with the board. And they'll go back the opposite way. Shot clock will be off. Jada Sanders coming into the game. Emery Furnell coming into the game. Williams getting a round of applause.
I just love her demeanor. Is so good. It's so hard.
It's a good vibe.
Yeah,
it's a good vibe.
She just literally plays with such joy. Yeah. It's so fun to watch.
She's the person in the room that if you're having a bad day, she's going to figure out a way to have a good day. And a nice finish there by Courtney Zenson.
Just the consummate, great teammate.
Jump ball call, possession arrow will favor the Lady Bulldogs. What a season it has been for the Lady Bulldogs as well. They came into this game riding a 19-game win streak for Coach Campbell's team. He is a gentleman that has done so much with the program, one of the fastest to ever reach marks of 500, 600, and 700 wins. And a double dribble, the ball will go back to Union.
And Coach Campbell said he's never seen a group transform like this one has this year. So this group, I know this game did not go according to script for Union, but they should certainly hold their heads high because they've had a tremendous season. Getting here in itself is an accomplishment.
Lady Bulldogs end the season at 33-4, and it's the Toros of Cal State Dominguez Hills headed to the national championship game. An impressive 68-50 victory tonight over Union.
And just a tremendous effort from Cal State Dominguez Hills. It all started on the defensive end of the floor. Just flipped a switch after that first media timeout. Started defending the three-point line better and really capitalized in transition against Union's full court press. And then wreaked havoc in the turnovers they were able to force on the defensive end.
Punch it! Come on, punch it! National championship game. What a great effort tonight by Cal State Dominguez Hills. 4 players in double figures. As we take a look at the bracket, half of it is filled right now. Coming up at 8:30, it will be Grand Valley State and Pittsburgh State. The final, once again for you. Cal State Dominguez Hills 68, Union 50 for our entire crew. My colleague Kelly Burke. I'm Leah Secondo. So long for now from Pittsburgh. This has been a presentation of the NCAA and ESPN. Coming back at 8:30 should be a great one in semifinal game number 2.